hockey broadcast delays, Neon Sign Museum, sneak peek of ATB Bank, the Silver Skate Festival, all in this week's weekly wrap-up. Okay, so it's weekly wrap-up, and of course this week you cannot ignore the gold medal game for the women there. It was incredible, but as you see here, there are some broadcast delays, and I'll show you one right here. This is me listening to the radio of the gold medal game, and of course we went into overtime, and this is the final score.
Wickenheiser over to Poulin. Poulin back to her teammate. The Canadians just toying with the Americans right now.
Where's the cheer? Between the radio and the TV, it gave me several seconds to be able to get a response from the rest of the people in the office who were watching it. And while watching the Olympic broadcast, you'll see that in the men's hockey game, Winnipeg seems to be very much delayed. Now for the men's game, that US-Canada game, that crucial game that brought us into the gold medal game, of course that happened in the office as well. And again, I got the delay there.
7 seconds to play now. Crosby trying to dig it. They battle behind the Canadian goal line for the puck. What a dribble! And that's the game. 1-0, eh?
Yeah. So delays aside, I was able to go see the Neon Sign Museum that Edmonton just opened, and I'll have more of that later, but right behind me, as you see, is some of those neon signs that lit up. And because of that, I went to Silver Skate late and missed the fire sculpture burning, but I did manage to barely make it in time for the second one, for the very last one of the season, and that was really cool to be able to step in the circle. Thank you to the Silver Skate Festival for letting me go in and get some of that footage, and I will have that soon enough. It seems like Edmonton never stops talking about LRT, and with this new LRT campaign that Don Iveson is putting up, we will never stop talking about the LRT until it gets completed. Now, I did find the first video preaching to the choir. You're asking LRT users if they support LRT, but it turns out there's a series of videos here that he's gonna release, and he's on his way to Ottawa to get support from Ottawa to finish that LRT line. It kind of sucks that we didn't get that 2017 Expo, but that money now put into the low floor LRT projects without any other infrastructure that needs to be built. And as Don does point out, we are the fastest growing city in the country. As part of that, we are actually growing faster than some of the developing countries, which is a very dangerous position to be in, especially if you're building infrastructure. So I applaud Don Iveson for that. Okay, next item is this healing mass that was at St. Teresa's, and apparently they only have it once a year, so I was honored to be able to head over there and see this healing mass that was going on, done by the charismatic Catholics, which I didn't know existed. So that was really cool to see, and how the spirit works as well, and I learned something new, that people can rest in the Lord. Now at the end, as they were getting prayed on, some of them were so moved that they fell over and rested. You know, I was like, oh, nothing's gonna happen to me, but I was like moving back and forth about to fall over. So that was definitely an eye-opening experience for me, and also for the heart. The last thing is the double-decker buses. Now I know I never stop talking about double-decker buses and transportation, but this week some of us on Twitter kind of started a hashtag called DDBus. So whenever you have a double-decker bus sighting, just tweet it out with that hashtag. But I think this week I won the contest. I got one picture containing 3 double-decker buses in one moment, and then about 10 to 20 seconds later, a 4th double-decker was pulling up while the other ones were leaving, all in the same block. Okay, so we've been anticipating the ATB lights for a while, and the ATB bank downstairs at ATB Place finally opened, and I took a tour of the bank. And how often do you get to take pictures and take a video inside a bank? So that's it for weekly wrap up. I got a few social media mentions, and Corey Adel, the meteorologist for CBC Weather, he asked for pictures of everyone's backyards covered in snow. I sent one in and he put that up on the air. And then Clara Hughes actually favorited one of my posts for those Super Canadians that I was talking about before. And thanks to ATB, they also retweeted the pictures that I put up for them. So I will leave you with some footage of the fire sculptures at the Silver Skate Festival.